What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Nurse Dawn, in the building. How is everyone doing on this blessed Labor Day? Today is Labor Day officially. Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm relaxing. Okay, how about y'all? I'm off today, and I'm just chilling. I'm in full mode, mommy mode. Okay, so that's my Labor Day today. I do want to say before I begin any further, yes, I am aware of this little friend that visited me like 2 days ago. Yeah, so I'm aware of that little pimple right there. Okay, but she working on it. Okay, so just to let you know, I am aware. So today basically is going to be a video about. Oh, let me just back up just a little bit. Before I go any further, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you turn the notifications bell on so that when I upload a video, you guys are one of the first to see. Okay, so why not come visit me? I haven't been on here in a minute. Just been real busy with work, life, all types of stuff. Okay, but we are right here. I feel being a CNA is beneficial. It's so helpful before you become an LPN. I feel like it's so beneficial. You know why? Because I did it. So if I did it and I'm here, I can tell you all, maybe you should be a CNA before you become an LPN. Maybe you should get your feet wet just a little bit before you get full blown into the field. Okay, so stay tuned. I became a CNA in, August 2005. I almost forgot. It's so long ago. August 2005. Okay, I was a CNA from 2005 to 2020. You do the math. Okay, yeah, you do the math. What? That's 16 years. I believe 16 years. Yeah, so your girl was a CNA for 16 years straight. And it took me 16 years to get to where I need to go on that path, on that journey, which is where I'm at now. Became an LPN in 2020. So why do I 16 years of being a CNA and going through it 16 years straight? There were times in between that I had my children, times in between that I was pregnant, and I took off like 3-4 months or whatever home with the baby, but I jumped right back into it. So yes, 16 years straight. There was not 2 years I wasn't doing it, 1 year, 16 years straight. So your girl can tell you a little bit about the journey. Okay, so I'm just gonna hit on a couple things why I feel like why you should become a CNA before you get into an LPN program and become an LPN. So yes, being a CNA for 16 years taught me so many things about dealing with people, customer service, caring for people, being passionate, being having compassion, having a love, having a drive, being respectful. That you need all those things and even more. Okay, so being a CNA for that long kind of like formed me into this type of a person in the work field, in the nursing field, to form me into the type of nurse that I am now and that I want to continue to be the rest of my nursing journey. Okay, I remember it was maybe, I would say from 2005 to maybe 2010, 11, when I truly felt like, yeah, I do want to be a nurse. I was seeing the nurses. I work with the nurses. And so I used to just be like, I wonder, how long it took for them to become a nurse. Or, I wonder how much they make. Or seeing a lot of the nurses being very compassionate and showing love towards the elderly, and the residents, and just giving all that to them as far as caring for them, as far as showing compassion towards their illness, or giving them medication, just being very involved with them, the one-on-one that they that I experienced, that I saw. So therefore, I from 2010 to 11, I started formulating my mind into I think I want to be a nurse. But it wasn't just that easy. You know what I'm saying? In 2010, I had, 05, 10, I had 4 children. So like every 5 years there was a kid. So I'm trying to remember. 2010, I had my son. I'm lying, I had my daughter in 2010. So I had my 11-year-old daughter. She was born. And so it wasn't just that easy. Just, okay, I'm going to go to nursing school. Okay, no. It wasn't that easy. That was my third child by that time. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I know these nurses, they had to go through the ringers to get into nursing school. Like, it wasn't going to be easy for me. Okay, so in my mind, I'm like, all right, I got to get to a place where I need to be in order to get into nursing school. But while I'm doing it, let me just continue the CNA work. Let me continue. By that time, I was already in it 6 years, okay? So obviously I had 5 more years to go. Who knew? So life was happening. I wasn't able to get into nursing school then. So obviously 2011 went by, 2012 went by, 2013 went by, 2014 went by, and I decided, okay, you know what? I had enough of this. Okay, I'm gonna get into nursing school. Okay, I'm gonna try to get into nursing school. So what I did was in 2015, I started to take the TEAS test. And when my first TEAS test, I remember I didn't pass. And I was like, okay, I need to be in somebody's school. So there was a drive that was in me that was saying, okay, you know what? You may not have passed this time, but you need to do something. So then I got into I got into hair school. Hair was my thing, doing hair. I've been doing hair since I was a little girl. So I said, okay, well, let me at least go to hair school. But there was something in me that was feeling like I cannot just stay a CNA. I have to do something else. So that's what I did. I went to hair school 2015. I graduated in 2016. So after 2016, I took the TEAS test again. By that time, I was pregnant with my 4th child. So I was like, oh my God. CNA, 4 kids, like, no, I need to do something else. So, but I did, like I said, I took the TEAS test, still working as a CNA, still grinding out, still getting experience, still enduring all those things that came with the CNA in that field. Okay. And in 2016, I took it and I'm like, oh my God, 27, and let me see, did I fail 2016? No, I think I took it in 2017 because I got into nursing school 2019. So I took it in 2017 one time and I was like, oh my God, but still grinding, still being a CNA, still doing what I do. And that's what I was working. Had 2-3 jobs, just doing what I needed to do. But in the back of my head, in my heart, I'm like, I need to get into nursing school. So 2017 rolled around, 2018 rolls around. I think I took it one time again. I took it like a total of 4 times and I was just giving up, but still doing my CNA work. Again in 2018, obviously, I took it, and then I took it in I took it at the end of 2018, and then I had got accepted into school, I think January or something like that. And then I started school in obviously August 2019. I graduated in 2020. So basically, all that time of being a CNA and enduring all that came with being a CNA, I knew that in the back of my head that I wanted to be a nurse, okay? But God has a different journey for us, okay? And I feel like me being a CNA for 16 years, from 05 to 2020, I learned so much. I had so many experiences. I can write a book about it. You know what I'm saying? So because I lived it. So knowing that, I can tell you all that being a CNA prior to becoming an LPN and getting into the LPN program is so beneficial. It's vital. I feel like one thing, I'm going to name a few things why I feel like it's beneficial and vital to become a CNA before the nurse. So number 1, the experience. Okay, so mine was long-term care. Okay, so from 05 to now, long-term care facilities, straight long-term care. Okay, so that's my specialty. So I can tell you that being a CNA in that long-term care facility environment is so beneficial. You learn so much from working with other women, working with other guys. Majority is obviously women. That's just what it is. But as the time went on as being a CNA, I saw men coming into the field. Okay, but let's just stick with the women. Me, woman, obviously, I'm going to speak for the woman. Working with different women and adapting to that type of an atmosphere, environment. Caddish, little bickering and gossip and stuff like that. You adapt to that. Okay, so working one-on-one with women. asking for help for a lift, asking for help with anything, charting, or, transferring, or, questions you may have about different residents. Okay. The experience, I feel like it comes, I feel like what also help me is, working with multiple residents at one time. Okay. So working with multiple residents at one time, being a CNA, as many may know, and if you don't know, you're going to have multiple residents you got to take care of. Not just one, honey, not just two, not just three, not just four, not just five, not just six, not just seven, I can keep going on. So working with multiple residents at one time in a timely frame. So if you have 10 patients, residents, 11 patients, adapting to that, you know what I'm saying? If you have that experience, if you have that under your belt, if you've been doing that for years and you become an LPN, you'll know that passing meds and meds administration, or, charting on multiple residents, or, admissions, when you do admissions for 1 or 2 people and you still have 10, 11, 12 people to pass meds. If you've been doing that, far as obviously the roles is different, but still being in that environment. Okay, if you have 10, 11 people as a CNA, and then you have 20 people, 22 people to pass meds to, you're able to juggle that. You know why? The experience. Okay, so for me, okay, being a CNA for these 16 years right here, okay, and then being a new nurse, and having 20, 25 people, 30 people at a time to pass meds to, it's a struggle sometimes, but because I have the experience of working in that field, meaning juggling, I got it under my belt, I got the rhythm. I know what to expect as far as the work environment. It's not too hard for me like that because I have the experience. Okay, so as a CNA, you have the ratios to one CNA, which is maybe like 12, anywhere from 12 to 13 per CNA. Okay, so having that and adapting to that as a CNA would help you with the ratio as a nurse. You know what I'm saying? Because now you can juggle. You've been doing it for so long. You can juggle, taking care of many residents at one time, passing meds, taking care of them, vital signs, and etc. The list goes on and on. You get my drift, okay? Also say patience. Okay, because everybody ain't got no patience. Everybody ain't got patience, okay? I feel being a CNA and working at as a CNA for 16 years, my patience is not wearing thin. Okay? I got them. Okay? So it's a different type of patience when you're at home with your children and your family, etc. Then working out here in this world, okay, in the nursing field. Different type of patience. It's not the same, okay? So you have to conduct yourself. When I was a CNA, I was very patient with my residents. I wasn't short fused with them. I would never lash out at them or whatever like that. Not to say at home I would, well, but yeah, so when I'm at work, I don't lash out. I wasn't abusive. I wasn't all those crazy things. And I wasn't that at home. However, it's two different type of patience. You know what I'm saying? When you're at work and then you're at home. Like, okay, you're at work, you conduct yourself as an employee. You conduct yourself as a respectful individual. You have compassion. You have love. And so those things that I had as a CNA, they carried over to my LPN role. You know what I'm saying? Because I already did that. I experienced it. The same type of field I was in as a CNA to long-term care is the same field I'm in now as a nurse. Obviously, roles and responsibilities change, but the core of it, you understand what I'm saying? So, yes, if you have all that and more, I can go on forever. I can go on for days about, the things as a CNA you should have as an, carrying on to the LPN. But I'm just getting straight to it, for those who are considering getting into the LPN program or becoming an LPN, if you're not a CNA, I feel like you really should strongly consider it, because it's going to set that stage for when you get and become an LPN. You'll have it already in you. If you come from a restaurant and waitressing, or if you come from, you know, driving, like Uber Eats and Lyft and stuff like that, or if you come from like a different type of corporate world, I'm not saying that couldn't help you in the LPN field, or as being an LPN, or, you know, those same core values of your work ethics come, you know, in that field you're working in, you couldn't carry that on. It couldn't help you. I'm not saying that, because yes, you could possibly teach other people who has been in that field some things about, you know, some work ethics that they can have, you know, carry them on to LPN. But if you're in that environment, okay, and you've been doing that, and you know, you are used to it, it will be so much easier. You can just carry it right along with the different responsibilities, the roles, and etc. Carry it right along to the LPN, because you experienced it, you did it, you endured it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that was a plus for me. Okay, that was a plus. I would suggest anyone, if you're not a CNA, if you're not a home health aide, preferably CNA, because it's a little different than home care. Home care is home care, and it has its things with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry about that light. It's a little bit of, you know, a little bright. Got the sun shining. But I'm not saying a home care, you know, you couldn't carry those things along with you to the LPN role. Yes, you can. But CNA and long-term care facilities, that's where the brunt of, you know, LPNs do truly go. They go to the long-term care facilities. They were a CNA before, and they just carry right along with them. They just, you know, they just take those experiences as being a CNA to the LPN role. Okay, so that's why I feel. And I want to just touch on, you know, LPN, CNAs. Now I believe it's only 4 to 6 weeks of class that's all you need in order to become a CNA. Back in the days, it was like 2 months, 3 months. It's not like that anymore. Really, I think it's like not like that anymore, because the need is so great. You know what I'm saying? So why push it out to be, you know, 3-4 months when it can be 4 to 6 weeks, and you get, you know, the people out there working in the community. So I feel like they're making it much more easy for you to become a CNA now than ever before. And it's just beneficial. You also can work as a CNA while you're in the LPN program. I feel like, you know, you can work per diem. A lot of them are offering, a lot of places are offering the scholarships, which is you work part-time and then they pay half of your school. I didn't do that because it was just like a struggle for me. I felt like being per diem was just more better for me than to take on a part-time evening position when I had to go to school during the day and I have my children at home. It was just not for me. But they're making it so much easy for you to be a CNA while you're in the LPN program. So those of you who are watching and you are not a CNA, look into that. If you're in a long-term care facility, not just long-term care facility, but if you're in any job, call your HR, human resource, and see if they have any programs that school paying for school tuition, because it's definitely out there. And because I feel like it's a greater need for it now, I feel like they're making it so much easier for people to become a CNA and to transfer into the LPN program. It was on my heart. It was on my mind. And as you all know who watch me, if it's on my heart and mind, I'm going to share it. If it's heavy on me, I feel like that's God's way of telling me, listen, put it out there. Put it out there to people. Help other people. Give other people knowledge. Give them some advice, some insight on what you've been through, what you experienced, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to wrap it up. Okay, so it's been a little bit long video, but I feel like hopefully this can help you all who's looking for the LPN program and to becoming an LPN. Consider becoming a CNA first. Okay, even if it's for a year, they work with your schedule. You can be per diem. Again, you can be part, all up to you. Flexibility is all in there. I had it all. I could tell you that it helped me to get to where I am now. And as an LPN, it's going to help me to get to my RN. So I can, the journeys that I'm going on, I want to share with others, get it out there. And hopefully that this can help you in your, your life, and help you, to become a better woman or a man if you're watching, in your career field. Okay. So again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Make sure you turn the notifications bell on so that when I upload a video, you guys are the first to see it. Hands down, okay? So until next time, stay blessed, be safe, and keep God first. Keep your head up, all right? See you later. Bye. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Nurse Dawn, in the building. How is everyone doing on this beautiful